Quote from Tom Jalbash. This movie is a carbon copy of the first movie. Quote from Jeremy Johns. This movie is 98% of the first movie. I disagree with you entirely.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people. What do you say? Something beautiful, something free. Hey, you are not in pain. You live a life where it's all to be clean. The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Hey guys, it's Anthony Random Mind here, and I'm here to review The Hangover Part 2, the highly anticipated movie of 2011, and here's the story with Hangover Part 2. When I first saw the first Hangover, I heard word that they were making a second one right away after they finally had all the success with the first one. First reaction to when they said they were going to make a second Hangover. Please. No. But then after seeing The Hangover Part 2, I really don't understand why I was like that, because this movie was exceptionally good. Now, people have been saying very much otherwise. As I said, Tom Jalbash and Jeremy Johns. I wasn't making fun of you guys, I was just quoting what you guys said, because I really don't agree with you guys that much, because I really don't think this movie was an exact copy of the first Hangover. I mean, yes, there are so many jokes from the first movie. There's some unnecessary nudity in this film. It wasn't as funny as Bridesmaids, which was surprising for me. And yes, the story is pretty much exactly the same, but it's kind of different in many ways. One is that they're not in Las Vegas, they're in Bangkok. Two, they had some really original jokes in this one that they didn't have in the first one. Like with the orange juice, when Ed Helms says, "You know what? That's a napkin. You know why it's on my orange juice? So I don't get roofied." I really love that joke. Although, here's another problem that I had with this film. In the first movie, they did not give much away in the trailers. They put a lot of the deleted scenes into the trailers, which was a great idea on Todd Phillips' part, or whoever who's in charge with the trailers at that point. But then, The Hangover 2, I knew as soon as I saw the trailers that this wasn't deleted scenes. These were going to be in the movie. So throughout the movie, when there were certain scenes, I was like, oh, it's coming up, oh, there it is! But it wasn't as funny because I saw it in the commercial about 50 times already because of all the advertising that this movie has been doing over the past couple of months. And that was a big letdown for me. I can admit that putting so much into the trailers really ruined the movie at some points for me. Ed Helms, Bradley Cooper, Zach Galifianakis, and everybody in the cast was great as always. They have great chemistry with each other. I mean, these guys can be in any movie together and it will probably be good, except if it's written by, you know, M. Night Shyamalan or it's directed by Zack Snyder. But this movie was kind of great because I had expectations going into this that it was going to be terrible because the movie got 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was getting bashed by Tom Jalbash, Jeremy Johns, Schmoes Knows. It was getting bashed by everybody that I knew on YouTube that was a movie critic. And I was going in thinking that this movie was going to suck, but when I came out, I was self-satisfied. When I came out of this movie, I was like, summer. I've never had that feeling for a while now. Like, each summer there's always that one movie that gives me that, oh, it's finally summer now, you know, we're out of school, we can watch all these great movies. The Hangover 2 is what did that for me this year. So, Hangover 2 has that title for making me feel like it's summer already. So, The Hangover 2, yes, it was kind of unoriginal because it was copying the first movie. It had some of the same jokes, it had some of the same direction shots, but it still turned out to be a great and totally exceptional movie. So I'm going to give The Hangover a 9 out of 10, and also I changed my review for Bridesmaids. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 because Bridesmaids was surprisingly more funnier than The Hangover 2. So, Hangover 2 has a 9, and Bridesmaids has a 9 now. Like, if you watch my Bridesmaids review, you see that I put an 8 out of 10, but it's really, to me now, is 9 out of 10. So, anyways, that is it from me. I'm Anthony Random Mind. Click here for the Random Mind Films, where I do reenactments and short films. Click here for Critics of Film, where me and 5 other critics review current movies of the week, which in this case is The Hangover Part 2. Click here for 20567, where I share all my vlogs, and click here to subscribe. Anyways, that is it. I am Anthony Random Mind, and I'll see you guys later.